Give me a second. How is everybody? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. When am I going to learn? I don't know. Hey, hi everybody. Sorry, I feel like it's been a minute and a half. I'm sorry for being gone. I missed you guys too. I always do. But sometimes, no, my power did not go out. I decided to take the evening and just give myself a little bit more time to do what needed to be done for myself. Because I didn't know how much talking I could actually do. So I gave myself just a little bit more time to heal up. I felt like I needed it. So I didn't get to bed as early last night as I would have liked, to be honest. If you don't know, I had a tooth extraction. I had 3 teeth that were extracted Thursday. And I needed, or at least I felt like I needed, time to recover somewhat. But yeah, everything is good, I think. You guys want the update? I'll give you the update. Sorry, I look a mess. I went in, I was out of the office in 30 minutes once I got sat down in the chair. Never felt any pain. Had a little bit of discomfort last night. And that's been it. So, I don't know. I don't know. How has everybody else been doing? Nature fan, how are you? So yesterday was our first thunderstorm of 2026. Which, it was nice to have rain instead of snow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hello, hello. So yeah, mouth-wise, I've only had to take 2 pain pills. One was precautionary. I tend to take them at night so that I don't have to worry about pain while I'm sleeping. I had a tooth extraction. So, actually, I had 3 removed. I'm doing much better. Pain is minimal. So that is all good. I'm hoping I don't have, yeah. The worst of it was dealing with the gauze being in place. That was just gross. You're leaving. No, no. Don't leave. That's okay. I get it. I'm going to start. And hopefully other people join. Today, we're going to be looking at 2 animals. So depending upon where you live, you might have these animals in your backyard, or you may not. They may totally not be in your area, but we're covering them anyway. Hi, I'm Charlie, and this is the Natureverse 4.7, and today we are looking at 2 mammals. One is from the United States, and the other one is from the Philippines. And if you're not aware, what I'm trying to do is figure out where my subscribers are at so that I can pick animals from different areas around the world where you guys live and where I live, because that's important too. So we are looking at one from the United States and one from the Philippines today. Join me as we look at these 2 species who might just be in your backyard if you are lucky. Hi, Carmen Cologne. Do I look like a girl? Sorry. No, I'm not a girl. I'm not pretty. Tonight we are looking at today we are looking at the fox squirrel and the black bearded bat. Thank you. The bat's or the squirrel's scientific name is here. Now, I am listening to what people tell me, and so here is a picture of the fox squirrel. They are super cute. My favorite color is black. This is the largest squirrel in my home state. They can reach anywhere from 17 to 28 inches or 43 to 71 centimeters. They can weigh anywhere from 1 to 2.2 pounds. And as you can see from the photo, they are a mix of black, brown, and orange on the back, and brownish orange on the underside. Now, like many tree squirrels, they do have sharp claws to help them move up trees. They can live up to 6 years in the wild, longer if they're in human care. Now, in some places in their range, they are melanistic, meaning that they are black. If you love seeing these squirrels, your best bet is to be outside in the mornings, in late morning to midday. They will make use of tree holes or cavities for winter dens and nurseries. If a tree that they want to nest in doesn't have cavities or tree holes, they will chew twigs with leaves on them and stick them together in such a way that they make a nest, or a dray, as it's called. Okay, bye. Drays are used in the spring and in the summer, while tree cavities are used for nesting. Drays are used in the spring and summer, while tree cavities are mainly used in the winter. These mammals breed twice a year, once in December or January. Goodbye. And again in the summer. Now, typically, they have 3 pups. Those pups are capable of breeding within their first year. The young are weaned in about 8 to 12 weeks of age, and they feed on acorns, walnuts, fungi, insects, bird eggs, hickory nuts, beech nuts, fruits, and berries, and most importantly, they do not hibernate. Now that we've explored the life of the fox squirrel, a large diurnal rodent found across North America, it's time to travel halfway around the world for our next mammal. From a familiar sight active during the day, we shift our focus to a creature of the night, the black-bearded bat, or the Philippine tomb bat, a mammal uniquely adapted for flight in the tropics. Now, I don't have a lot to say about these animals. Couldn't find a lot of information. I do have a scientific name, which has changed. Any questions up to this point? Tonight, we are doing 2 snakes. The DK's brown snake, as well as the common crate. So, the black-bearded tomb bat is a species of sack-winged bat. Not sure what that means. I will look it up here in just a little bit. They are found living in South and Southeast Asia. It was first described by Western science in 1841, and their wingspan is around 55 to 68 millimeters, or 2.2 to 2.7 inches. They are a highly colonial species with one colony having as many as 15,000 individuals. And they will roost in temples, ruins, caves, rock crevices, dilapidated buildings, abandoned mines, and in urban settings, they will even use car parks, multi-story garages. They breed seasonally, with young being born after 120 to 125 days. Typically, they're going to have a single pup, but twins occasionally happen. Males do not participate, however, in the rearing of offspring. Pups are nursed for 8 weeks, after which mom leaves, goes away, and leaves the young to finish their development. They leave their roost to forage about a half hour after sunset. That is probably when you're going to see them the most. They are insectivores, and they have a pretty diverse diet as far as insects go, and they will also take spiders. Any questions up to that point? Now we start the somewhat boring part of it. I'm going to give you the upcoming lives. They may sleep during the worst of it. I'm thinking food is available. They will store food. There may not be a reason for them to. They're able to so fox squirrels, they bury a lot of food, as well as they will store it in other places, as well as they are warm-blooded, so they maintain a warm body temperature. Instead of hibernation, they do what bears do. They enter torpor, which is a deep sleep, but they do wake up periodically. So they're not, during the worst of winter, they may sleep, wake up, eat. You might see them out and about. I know the gray squirrels that we have here, they're out and about. Maybe not during the worst of it, but they are out and about. They will also grow a little bit thicker coat during the winter to help them get through it. Hope that answers your question. Tonight at 6 p.m., we have Animals in the Backyard, DK's brown snake, and the common crate. Welcome back. Common crate, native to India and perhaps other locations, and DK's brown snake, native to at least the eastern section of the United States. Tuesday, we will be doing tiger bee fly and a bush fly. And then later that day, we are doing the box elderbug and small grass cicada. March 13th, we are doing the Madagascar forest from Chester Zoo, as well as the Madagascar exhibit from the Bronx Zoo. March 13th, we're doing Arctic Passage and Tundra Trek. And then March 14th, which is next Saturday, we are going to be doing Huckleberry exotic food and Serviceberry exotic food. And then on March 14th, we are going to be talking about the Leche tomato. And I have to find something to add to it. I think we're doing Cape Gooseberry. Upcoming videos, and I'm sorry that they have been spotty lately. We are going to be doing Buckeye trees as a group, mermaids as a cryptid, horsehair worms as a parasite, Swanee moxkin shell, Swanee River, karst, which is a type of geology feature, and the black weaver spider. I go live Tuesdays, Friday, and Saturdays at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm thinking this Saturday, or next Saturday, there will be a 1 o'clock. There may not be a 6 p.m. If that is the case, I will take that video, that live, and I will put it into October, which I've already had to do. Any questions apart from the few that we had? I feel like I'm talking a lot better. I feel like my mouth isn't going in every single direction. Awesome, awesome. And again, I apologize. I know it's hard to sometimes change is bad. I get that. But I also have to take care of myself. I am going to record the Buckeye script tonight. I have Swanee River moxkin shell video script sort of done up. I look younger when shaved. Well, I don't want to get gross, but I'm going to. I know I could wash the mustache, but I figured I would bleed during the procedure, and I didn't want to get blood in my mustache. So I shaved. True story. Huh. I am going to try something next week, and that is I'm going to record a bird, and you guys have to guess the bird. Well, I take that back. I'm going to record it singing, and you guys have to guess the bird. How does that sound? I'm going to do it as a short, probably a bonus short. Granted, it's going to be a bird native to my area. I apologize for that. I don't have access to birds that live in your area. So, that'll be something. I know I haven't done much with videos for this week. We are going to be doing, after the videos run out for what was supposed to be this week, we're going to be starting Spider Week. Some of them may be from the United States, most of them probably, but then I am doing one that I think is found in Europe. Maybe a couple that are found in Europe. And then I don't know what I'm doing after that. I'm going to do scripts for live right after this one. Because otherwise, if I decide to lay down again, I don't want to get messed up. That's why it was a little bit late today coming in. I was finishing up script and then trying to rush in. This is what I was afraid would happen. Oh, Carrie may not be in because she lost power. Sorry. The nice thing about all of this is I'm not on food restriction. So today I've had cereal. Last night I didn't feel like having anything really heavy. But I had a cup of chicken soup. And some fruit. Thursday I had grilled cheese. I smushed it down really a lot, and then on the side I ate or chewed. Starting tomorrow I can do more with it. Nice. That sounds actually really good. I really am craving barbecue chicken pizza. And I don't know why. Ah, that still sounds good though. Soup freezes. Yeah, I get that. Even though I'm not on restrictions, I'm still trying to stick with fairly soft food. I didn't even go down and see the dog. I went down yesterday and saw the dogs. I didn't get the reception I thought I would get. Honestly, I expected to get jumped on, and nope, I didn't. Cyrus and Ivy were very well behaved. For a change. Cyrus has also learned a new word. He knows cheese. If I say cheese, he will go to his kennel and he'll watch me. They get a little bit of cheese as a reward for going in the kennel. Which is nice because he's a monster when it comes to going in this kennel. It's interesting. In my area, like in my neighborhood, I don't see the fox squirrels. It used to be that's all we had. And then the gray squirrels come in, and we don't see the fox squirrels. And every once in a while we have our native red squirrel. Hi, Atari Organic Garden. How are you? I've heard, I don't know if it's, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that no, not domesticated, no. Hi, Sea Life Collector. I've heard that the fox squirrels got chased out. That the gray squirrels are a little bit more aggressive. It could also be that there's competition for nesting sites. But the um the reds, our native red squirrels or pine squirrels, are actually moving north. Sorry for the view. I was plugging in my phone. I'm doing significantly better than I was. Um, it's interesting how animals fluctuate in population. Right now it is 1:42 p.m. Or sorry. So it's very much light outside. I don't think they migrated. I think chased out competition for food items. We also have a population of hawks in the area. They might have moved to areas where there's better resources. I don't know. Right now, the topic is open, but we were discussing the fox squirrels, which are native to. This is the fox squirrel, native to my area. And then if you're in the Philippines or Southeast Asia, we talked about the black bearded bat. You can see the little bit of a beard right there. Love the glowing eyes. It makes them look sinister. But basically that topic is over with. It was a shorter live today. See, they are not the so the fox squirrels are only active during the day. Fun fact. Completely diurnal. Owl. I don't know what owl means. We have covered owls on the channel. We even visited with some screech owls one time on live. It'd be cool if we get that chance again this year. But with nature, there's never any guarantees. Um, we nature fan at one time we had a lot of trees in my area. We had 2 vacant lots on either side of our house. Lots of plants that provided food. And nowadays we don't have as many trees. We do have some walnut trees that have popped up. And my dad has planted some trees that provide food. It would really be nice if the fox squirrels came back, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know what the weather forecast is for tonight. If it's stormy again, I will not be going live. I mean, I might. It just depends. Well, that's good. I'm hopefully hoping that stays true. That's okay. Nice, nice. I'm okay with Reese's. I'm trying, really, really trying to sort of move away from candy. Trying to. Not successfully, but trying to. I don't like in the United States, and maybe you guys have it too, I don't know. Chocolate can be a very hard thing. We have what I call waxy chocolate. Some of the candy bars have like waxy chocolate. I know, and I can't deal with it. My body, even M&Ms, I won't say that I'm allergic to it, but my body does not like it. Sorry, I was reading over something I saw about my church and I wanted to read it for a second. I don't I don't want Cadbury eggs. I am sort of dying for some white chocolate though. I know it's not really chocolate, I get it, but I like it better than I do chocolate. For those of you who missed my announcement this morning or earlier in the live, I did have to take a pain pill last night. Minor discomfort. I've never seen chocolate mice. Um, I'm trying not to take the really strong stuff. I don't know. I really Good Friday isn't Good Friday a federal holiday or Easter? Easter I know is a federal holiday. I mean, if Utah wants to make it a state holiday, more power to them. No, it is not a federal holiday. I'm sure it's dyes, some sort of dye. In Europe, it's probably like uh, a dye from like cherries or something. Here, it would be chemicals. Cool, cool. Atari Organic Garden. We love you. We love having you here, even if you understand no English. I can see what you're saying, I think. He said, I understand little English. Which is okay, because I understand a little Spanish. Right now, thoughts on lanterns. Define lantern, nature fan. I don't know, because I don't have my screen up. Oh, I I like the Green Lanterns. I don't have much experience with the others. Hello, somebody 2837. Yeah, I don't know. It looks. Atari Organic Garden. Are you from Asia? Um. Oh no, there's way lamer superheroes than Green Lantern. I guess we'll see how the series goes. I probably won't see it, but they do. They want to try and get more people watching. Sorry. Well, old is comparative because it's not the Justice League that I remember as a kid. It's the Justice League from like I think the 2000s, and they have both series. You should. It's actually pretty. It's not bad. course, it's newer storylines. Young Justice was good. I have not seen the new Teen Titan movie or series at all. I've seen clips. That's about it. New Mutants was pretty good too. Cool. I have no idea what that is. Carry me through. No idea whatsoever. Is that anime? Sea Life Collector, what is up? Are you from the US? And what do you collect? I know you said, I know it says Sea Life, but I'm just wondering, is it like my stuff or is it actual like sea life? Never got one yet. Oh, okay. I am paranoid that I'm going to do something and it's gonna mess up everything. I have no idea, but I hated their commercials. I think you could still find them. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can get chia pets online on Amazon. They have unicorns, Homer Simpson, Hedgehog, Oscar the Grouch, all types of them. Godzilla, the Thing, the poop emoji. So yeah, you could still find them. Yeah, I can feel it right now. This is the most talking I've done since Thursday. Oh, Ben 10 is on 2B2. I saw that yesterday. See, that's after my time. So, Pinky and the Brain, I like. I've been watching the Animaniacs. Hi, Braina. How are you? I'm doing better than I was. I got my teeth removed. Knock on wood. I don't really feel any pain. Yeah, I just saw that one. There is a show on Tubi. I did not know that Merlin was from the UK. Had no clue. The Goes Wrong Show. That is an amazing series. I love it. I I haven't laughed so hard. It's the best. Maybe I'm just weird, but I like it. Eh, I wasn't a fan. Oh, thank you, Brina. The short or the video? I'm going to try to get a few more out this week. Okay. I don't know. So let me go through these again for everybody because some of you weren't here for it. Tonight, we are doing DK's brown snake, which is a snake from United States. Common crate, which comes from India. And again, this is animals in the backyard. Exploring nature, tiger bee fly and bush fly. Box elderbug and small grass cicada on Tuesday. Friday, we're doing exhibit focus, and we're doing the Madagascar forest from Chester Zoo and the Madagascar exhibit from the Bronx Zoo. And then Arctic Passage and Tundra Trek. And then Saturday, we're going to be talking about exotic food, huckleberry, and serviceberry at 1. And then and then at 6 p.m., we're doing the leche tomato and Cape gooseberry, which I used to think that was just a gooseberry, but it's not a gooseberry. It is actually related to. I know someone named Huckleberry. Interesting. Which is the relative of, if I remember right, the ground cherry from North America. And then video-wise, I've only done one of the 7 for that, what was supposed to be last week. Buckeye trees, mermaids as cryptids, horsehair worm as a parasite, Swanee moxkin shell, Swanee River as a habitat, karst as a geology thing, and black weaver spider. And then we're going to do, after I get through that first, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we get through that first 6 videos, it's all spiders for 7 videos. So I hope you like spiders. Because if not, it's not going to be your week. And you might be wondering why there's so much stuff that's focused on the United States. That's because I live in the United States. So I try to mix in stuff from other countries that I know I have people from. Like, I know I have people in the UK. I know I have people in the Philippines. So if I see your country listed, what I need to do is just make up a list. Maybe that's something I'll work on today. I wish it would do states. I wish that YouTube would tell me states, but I'm not going to get that. I don't remember David the Gnome being on PBS. Is there a slug or a snail that can burn skin? The blue dragon sea slug can cause intense burning sensation if touched. But I don't know. Yeah, cone shells. Well, cone shells have a venomous sting. So some sea slugs and cone shells can do damage. Yes. Awesome. So, Brina, the fox squirrel, they sting. They don't necessarily burn. But the blue dragon sea slug, because of its diet and the way that it protects itself, it can feel like a burn. Yeah, it's the blue dragon sea slug feeds on the Petrogus, and they're able to biologically store the the stinging cells and use them for themselves. So when I do the backyard animals, one will always be from the United States, one will always be from another country. It's not it's not an acid that they're secreting, it's a sting. They're taking from one animal and using its defenses. But I don't know of any that actually produce acid. Yeah, there's some that do. It's called a side gill slug. They do produce sulfuric acid. But yeah, I guess. I hadn't heard about it, but I guess, yeah. Interesting. Yes. What blood types are mosquitoes? Let's find out. Type O. They have a preference for type O. They also favor people who have high body heat or produce more sweat. Studies have suggested a preference of O, B, AB, with type A being least preferred. So if you have those types of blood types, I don't know what to say. Except, I'm sorry. If you produce more carbon dioxide, certain types of bacteria on your skin can also influence your likelihood of being bit. Also, the color of your clothing can affect you. I'm thinking D-Man would know more about this than I do. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. I love summer. Mostly because I'm partially cold-blooded. Not really, but I don't like the cold. There, I don't know about producing a numbing chemical, but they do inject a chemical into the blood that keeps it from coagulating, keeps it from clotting. As do leeches. Anyway, guys, we have been on for an hour and 14 minutes. I have, it looks like 7 people in live and 8 thumbs up. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the 100% and the little noisemakers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyway, that is what's going on. I don't think I have any other announcements. May not have live next Saturday at 6. If I don't, I will bump it to October later this year. Have a great day. I'm going to go. I'm going to rest for a little bit. And then I will be back. Be good, everybody. Thank you for coming in. You know what? It's going to take me, they said, a couple of weeks for everything to sort of get back to normal. So all I can do is wait. But I'm not as swollen. I can tell that right now. So with that, guys, I will see you later. Thank you for coming in. Love you all. Be good. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.